Hi, I'm Diana and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make creme brulee. I only make this for usually Christmas time along with my eggnog pie and pecan pie bars, which are really good. Anyway, this is my nephew Joe's favorite dessert and I taught him how to make this over the phone. It is so easy. So you've basically got four ingredients. You've got heavy cream, sugar, and egg yolks, and vanilla bean. That's it. All right, first off, important thing to do is you want to steep the vanilla in the sugar and cream. That will give the cream the nice vanilla-y flavor. It's so good. Anyway, to do that, you split your bean in half, and then you run the back of your knife along the bean, and you'll get this black seeds, which are where all your flavor is. So, got it? And then you're going to throw the bean in with it. It's all over everything. And you have 1/3 cup of sugar. And you're going to have 1 cup of heavy cream. Give it a little stir. And put it on the stove, and you're basically going to let it come to a simmer. Once it comes to a simmer, you're going to turn off the stove and let it sit for 15 minutes. Oops. So if you're like me, you don't like standing here and waiting for the pot to boil. So I usually have it on a higher heat, but you have to remember to stay there. Otherwise, the cream just bubbles over and gets all over everything. So while we're waiting for that, what we're going to do is we're going to separate our egg yolks. And you've seen how they separate the egg yolks back and forth, back and forth. I really don't like that. The way I like to do it is you just crack your egg and then you let the white slip through your fingers. That way you save a lot of your egg white. Another tricky way to do it is this way. You just get an empty water bottle, squeeze it over it, and suck it up. Ta-da! Egg yolk, egg white, separate. And it's not broken. That's a way to do it too. So, when I've got my egg yolks, I'm going to give it a quick whisk while we're waiting for the milk to come to a simmer. And once that comes to a simmer, we're going to let it set for 15 minutes, and then we'll be right back and I'll show you what to do. Okay, it's coming to a simmer. So all I'm going to do now, turn it off and set the timer for 15 minutes. While we're waiting for our cream to get infused with the lovely vanilla flavor, you're going to get a dish towel or a hand towel and basically put it on the bottom of whatever pan you're going to be cooking your creme brulee in. That's to prevent it from slipping around. Basically, you want to make sure that the pan comes up to at least the top, because you're going to put water in until it goes halfway up the ramekin or whatever you're going to use. This is a creme brulee bowl, and it's shallow. And I like them. They're pretty, but you don't get a whole lot of the pudding part. So I'm using these ramekins. I'm just placing them in here. And then once we get our mixture, I'll pour it in and then put in some boiling water. I'm also getting ready a fine mesh sieve and a pitcher to pour the cream mixture into the ramekins. So, as soon as our 15 minutes are up, we'll be right back. Okay, now that your cream has steeped for 15 minutes, we're going to give it a little stir and then pour in 1 cup of cream. And this is basically going to cool down your mixture so that you can add your eggs. So give it a nice stir. And give this a nice little whisk. All right. We're going to mix in a little bit, about a cup of the cooled down milk mixture to kind of temper the eggs. Then pour it back in here. What's really good about this recipe, you don't have to do a whole lot of cooking. All right, so make sure it's all nice and mixed up. And then you are going to run it through a sieve just to get out any lumps that you may have. Like if the heat was too high and it might have cooked the eggs a little bit, but you want to have that really silky texture to it. Okay, so I've got 2.5 cups. All right, I've got 5 ramekins. I think these are 8-ounce ramekins. So just divide the mixture between all 5 ramekins. Woohoo! Perfect. Okay. Then you're going to want to put in hot water. Don't get any into your ramekins. So it comes up halfway up. Got it. Now that we have the ramekins in a water bath, we're going to put it in a 300-degree oven until it reaches 170, 175 degrees. That takes about 30 minutes. Okay? But be careful, because this does slosh. And I use a thermostic. This is the best for checking temperatures. It's digital. You just stick the probe into whatever it is that you want to check the temperature of. Okay, we'll be back in 30 minutes to check. It's been 25 minutes. We're going to check it. And you want to go in the middle, but you don't want to touch the bottom. This is 60, 71. Perfect. Give it a little jiggle. I'm going to leave it in for another 4 minutes. Okay, I gave it another couple of minutes. So you basically want to see a jiggle, but not too much of a jiggle. So what I've done here, I've wound some rubber bands around the edge, the tips of this tongs, so it doesn't slip. You can pick it up, and it doesn't fall off. Anyway, before you can brulee this has to cool at least a couple of hours, and then refrigerate it. And then you can brulee it. So I will show you how to brulee it. in just a little bit. Okay, we've let it chill. Handy dandy butane lighter. I'm going to sprinkle on a thin layer of sugar. This is just plain sugar. And I'm doing it on a cookie sheet just so it won't burn anything underneath it. And tip for you, your leftover vanilla bean, stick them in your sugar. It makes lovely vanilla sugar. Okay. Turn on. Okay. And then all you're going to do is just move your lighter over the sugar so you're melting the sugar. Look how pretty. Oh, whoa. And then turn it off. Stick it in the fridge for a couple of minutes and it allows the caramel to harden. And then you break through the crackly top and eat the beautiful silky custard underneath it. Hope you enjoy it.